Hello everyone. Today's recipe is aloo paratha. Stuffed paratha with potatoes, that too perfectly in Punjabi Dhaba style. These parathas will be nicely layered, soft, succulent and fluffy. Follow the tips mentioned in this recipe and you will get fluffiest stuffed aloo parathas at home. So let's dive right in. For these parathas, we'll start with 2 cups of wheat flour. To this we are adding some carom seeds. Now because this is a stuffed paratha, carom seeds add a nice depth of flavor and also are very good for digestion. Then I'm adding some salt to season our dough. We do not have to add any oil to this dough. We'll start kneading our dough by adding water very little by little at a given point of time to ensure that the consistency of your dough is exactly like your filling. Now what I mean by that is, once you've made your dough, do make it very soft and remember that it should be of the same smoothness and softness as your potato filling will be. This is a very important tip to follow, which will ensure that your stuffing is spread throughout your stuffed paratha perfectly and aloo chunks are not there in your paratha just at one place. They're spread out throughout the paratha. Rest this dough for some time, like perhaps 15 minutes, and after that we can start making our aloo parathas. So meanwhile we'll make our stuffing. Stuffing for aloo paratha is obviously potatoes. I have boiled my potatoes in my microwave oven. Let me know if you like the video on all the microwave hacks that I follow. Boiling potatoes in microwave oven ensures that they are not very watery. Let me know in the comment section below if you use your microwave oven for not just reheating your food, and if you'd like to see a video on all the microwave hacks of using your microwave oven not just for reheating. Now we will season our stuffing, adding some salt, and traditionally in dhabas they also add some roasted coriander seeds which are crushed. I am adding coriander powder. I have also added some green chilies. You can add green chilies as per your taste. Little bit of garam masala and half a teaspoon of amchur powder. Mix all this nicely well into the stuffing. Amchur powder gives that wonderful tanginess and it will make your aloo parathas just like the one that are made in Punjabi dhabas. To ensure that there are no big chunks of aloo, mash them nicely and incorporate all these spices into your stuffing. As said earlier, to ensure that the consistency is similar to as your dough. Now my dough is well rested, so I'll make a big ball size like so, roll it out in my palms, and now I'll start making my parathas. For making our parathas, we'll take some dried flour and we'll ensure that the dried flour is nicely coated around the ball of dough. And now do ensure that you're stuffing your parathas with generous amount of potato filling. That will make your parathas nice and tasty. So do observe that I've taken the ball of dough and I have made a small bowl kind of structure with edges much thinner and the center a little bit thicker. Putting a spoonful or two of your stuffing and pull the edges up and twist the dough like so to ensure that your dough ball is sealed with the stuffing inside. Press it a little bit and then start rolling your paratha by applying a little bit of dusting of the flour as required. Now, traditionally in dhabas, they make these parathas just by pressing the whole paratha with their fingers itself. They do not use a rolling pin, but we will use a rolling pin to make it as thin as possible. And it is absolutely okay if your stuffing starts peeping out a little bit. It is actually more tastier when the potatoes are fried nicely on the tawa. So in the similar fashion, I've rolled out all my parathas. With 4 medium-sized potatoes, I was able to make around 10 parathas. If you have made the dough soft enough, then it will be super easy to roll out your parathas and they will be absolutely soft. And if you are making them super thin, then they'll be easily spread out with enough amount of stuffing inside. So as you can see, little bit of stuffing is peeping out and that's absolutely fine. So I have rolled out a very big sized parathas to mimic the dhaba style parathas. Now take a pan, heat it very nicely, then turn your heat to medium to high, and now we're not going to change the setting of the heat. We'll keep it from medium to high flame and roast our aloo parathas on the tawa. We will wait until one side slightly changes color and then we'll flip it to another side. Now keep the setting of your stove. The heat should be such a little bit more than what you would do for your normal parathas. If you are keeping the heat on a lower side, your parathas will become very stiff and they will not be as soft in taste. So the key here is to ensure that your heat is between medium to high flame. Now once you see that your paratha is slightly fluffing up, it means the layers are being formed. Then we will flip it to another side and add generous amount of ghee or butter. See how nicely the layers are separating into two. So I'm brushing some butter onto my aloo paratha on one side. I will do the same on the other side as well. So this is when you know that your aloo parathas are perfectly done, when you see small specks of dark orangish color on your aloo parathas. So my one paratha is almost done. I am just applying a little bit butter on the other side as well. I will give a last flip, and as you can see, small specks of dark orange golden color are made throughout the aloo paratha, and that's your perfect aloo paratha with layers and soft succulent aloo parathas done. Do try this recipe and let me know in the comment section below if you were able to replicate perfect aloo parathas dhaba style at home. Just look how many beautiful layers have formed and how nicely the stuffing is spread out throughout the paratha. You can enjoy this with a nice pickle. I love mine with some homemade curd. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.